Hey everyone, this is Janice, and I'm just checking in to let you know how my week 4 was on my FAVAO Reset Challenge. It was different than what I had sort of planned for my week to be. And I'll start off with a little bit of a quote that came in my email at the beginning of the week, and I think it was fitting for how my week was. It was a quote by Marianne Rademacher, and it says, "Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's that little voice at the end of the day that says, I'll try again tomorrow." And that, I actually posted that online for some of you to read earlier in the week because my efforts had been kind of frustrated by some bronchial congestion and an annoying cough, and that wasn't really how I had planned my week to be. I had talked earlier to my coach Christy and at the beginning of the week, and we discussed beefing up my exercise and really taking on that side of it a little bit more, seeing as I sort of had my eating kind of under control. And I kind of bragged to her at the time about how, I may have a fairly stubborn metabolism, but that typically my immune system was pretty good, and that even though I had a bit of a scratchy throat and a bit of a dry kind of a cough, I wasn't really expecting it to really pad out to anything. I figured out it would just trickle away. Well, obviously I spoke too soon, because by the end of the day, it just was full-blown bronchial congestion. I actually had a massage in the afternoon for my shoulder. I've had, a bit of a cranky shoulder over the years, and it's been not too bad the last while, but because of, doing some push-ups and some different things with the weights, I'm finding that it's just been bugging me a little bit. So I went for treatment in the afternoon. Well, I don't know if that kind of released, some other things or whatever, but by the end of the day, I had this full-blown bronchial congestion, and I was coughing like crazy, and I just actually several nights during the week here woke up, in the night with coughing fits. So it really made my cardio difficult. I tried the next couple of mornings to, get on my rebounder and even on the bike, and I found that when when my breathing got a little heavier from working out, that I would just start coughing, and I just found it harder to breathe. So, and even the resistance exercises too, I just felt weak. I just didn't feel like I had the strength to do what I needed to do. So that really kind of bugged me, because I was like, I'm really not going to make, any amount of results with this, because I just am not feeling like I'm able to do it. And I ended up having a chat with one of my accountability buddies, and we discussed, and my daughter's also a nurse, and she said, really, you should just let your body heal. You should just let your body do what it needs to do to heal, because, pushing that is just going to aggravate the situation. So, I had to resign myself to the fact that even though, I had planned it to go a different way, and it kind of got thwarted by no effort of my own, that I just needed to do that. Now, it was bugging me, but I didn't let it just really bend me all out of shape. Like last week, I talked about how my emotional, getting that positive frame of mind, and that was really important. And so I didn't want to mess that up, because I was sort of really doing well with that. And so I really thought, okay, there's nothing I can do about this. And, it's kind of like this quote says, the courage is just not to give up, but to say, I'll try again tomorrow. So I kept my eating the way it should have been through the week. I kept, drinking lots of fluids. I, tried to get extra sleep in spite of the fact that I was waking up sometimes through the night coughing. But I had to let my body, do some healing on its own. And so I've still got a bit of a catch in my throat, and every now and then it kind of gets me going. But I really feel like Monday or Tuesday this week, I'm planning on, if I'm starting to feel a little bit better and I can feel my breathing a little bit better, I'm going to get back at it. I was actually looking forward to that last week, which is kind of odd. Me and exercise haven't been, the best of friends, but I was actually looking forward to really challenging myself and putting that forward as the next step to really, be success for me in this challenge. And so I know when I talked to Christy this week, I'm not going to be able to report a whole lot on that, but I'm going to renew my commitment to do it again this week. And so that's my plan for this week. And I'm feeling a little bit stronger. My My breathing's better, so I think that's going to come off here pretty quick. I'm thankful for what I did. My inches didn't change at all, really, but I wasn't expecting that without the exercise. I was able to lose a pound. Wasn't what I had hoped for, but it was a pound. And where I'm at in the amount that I have to lose, I've been wanting to lose overall in this whole FAVAO journey. I'd like to lose 50 pounds. And so, you know, I'm down 8 pounds. I lost another pound this week. I'm down 8 pounds since I started the Reset Challenge a month ago. And I had lost 6 pounds prior to that since starting the FAVAO journey completely. So that's 14 pounds. So I'm happy. That's, you know, 14 pounds towards my 50, which I'm really happy about. And I know that this is, you know, this is a lifestyle reset. This isn't just, you know, me go to lose these pounds in a certain amount of time. I know that what I'm doing here is building a complete change in lifestyle that's going to, I think this is going to be the last time that I have to work really hard at getting my weight back to where it needs to be, because this is going to be something that's going to be easy to continue on once I get going here. So I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm really going to beef up that exercise and you know, take that challenge another step further this next week. One thing I want to talk about though is food. You know, other people have talked about, you know, how the food is different, and I just, you know, I've been on other programs before, and it just seemed like you always had that sense in the back of your mind that I'm on a diet. You know, I was either eating rabbit food all the time or just felt deprived in what I was eating. And sometimes you hear people say, oh yeah, I go on a diet, but, you know, I'll give myself one day a week, maybe Sunday, where I can eat what I want, or I can go and have a treat and, you know, and give myself a break. And I thought about that this week, and I thought I haven't really felt like that at all since starting this program. I haven't felt a craving or a feeling like I'm being deprived. And I think it's because of the food. The food is not the typical kind of food that you would see on a diet. And that's because I don't really see this as a diet. I mean, good grief, we had burritos this week. We've had fruit parfaits. We've had this week coming up, I'm really excited. We are going to be having chicken lasagna rolls for Valentine's Day and also a chocolate parfait. So, I mean, who eats that on, you know, on a diet? And we were actually putting, we had an assembly line in our kitchen going here yesterday, and my husband and my daughter and myself, and we were putting our salads together for this week. And my goodness, it was chicken and beans and, you know, some greens, and we had berries on there, and we're going to have crackers and a sweet mustard dressing that we put together, and it looks amazing. I even took a picture of it. It looks so pretty, you know. So I don't feel deprived at all. I don't feel that I have that need to have one day a week where I change out my food, because I'm really feeling satisfied. I'm not feeling hungry. I eat enough times throughout the day that I'm certainly not getting hungry. And it's working. I'm losing weight. So that's the bottom line. So I'm really happy with it. What else do I want to say? I think that's pretty much all I need to check in for this week and let you know how I'm doing. I had sort of mentioned last week that I was going to do another exercise segment with my favorite rebounder exercise, and obviously that didn't happen with the way my health situation was, but I'm going to try and get that to you guys this week. And so yeah, talk to you soon. Bye.